tomato plant. Okay, what's up, y'all? Whew, baby, it is hot out here. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Baby, it's so hot. Jesus. God dang, voluntary tomato plant keep on trying to burst out of this little cage. I guess I'm gonna have to water my plants, but it's so hot right now. I don't feel like doing it. Y'all gonna have to hold on for a second, baby. I gotta get this fan going first. Jesus. Too hot. I don't know what you talking about. Person with a weird name. You got me confused. I'm confused. You talking about NPCs and saying that the real one being blocked. I'm so confused. What are you talking about, yo? That's so funny. My baby let me know that they finna finally come on out with the Grand Theft Auto 6, man. I gotta get us the system since the one that he requested is not on the list of systems where they are gonna have that game where you're gonna be able to play that game. I'm gonna have to get us another system, yo. That's gonna be Christmas and birthday. Depending on how much it end up costing. Hopefully I'm able to get one that don't cost too much. We gonna see though. Because it look like the systems that they talking about that game gonna come out on are about, you know what I'm saying, 400 and up. But I guess we'll see how that go, yo. I'm gonna put forth effort. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how. I be just making miracles, bro. I be shocked. My son said if you could get the system, you could get a car. Now I know it's not the same. It's cheaper than a car, but it is kind of up there. I can't say it ain't cheap. It ain't equivalent to the price of a car, but simultaneously, it for sure ain't cheap. I'm gonna have to do some saving like I did when I got his Nintendo. What is it called? The game that he got here. I forgot what it's called. Is it a D? Is it Nintendo? Is it? No, it's not the DS. The DS is what I had when I was a kid. What is it called? The Wii. Now the Switch, I think I could afford it. I think I was able to get that with one check, but I might be tripping. But I know his Nintendo Switch was about $600, and this dang Nintendo, the Wii was about $600, and it's the Super Mario edition, so it really was a good price. Hey, what's up, Miss Sunshine? What's up? What's up? What's up? In person before Miss Sunshine, yo, message is kind of sad, yo. I don't know what you got going on, but I'm gonna keep you in my prayers because you know what I'm saying. You always gotta choose the. I don't know. I don't know what you got going on, but I can't say your message, baby, kind of sad. Don't be thinking like that now. I'm just being real. You never know what God gonna do. So, oh, I see another female cucumber. Is that the one that I fertilized yesterday? It might be. The flower is closed, so it might have got. I think it is the one that I got to yesterday. My dang cayenne pepper let me know that she was exhausted. As soon as I sat down, yo, I swear when I first came out here, she was looking like she was all right. Now that I'm sitting down, I can tell she wants some water. Okay, baby. Yeah, that pot looks dry. I'm gonna have to move them before next. My basil back here look like it needs some water too. I'm gonna have to move them before next year. You've been losing your faith. Sometimes it's hard. Because I know one thing that I have realized due to the fact that God will like let me know about things that are gonna happen before it happens, and it don't happen when I think it's gonna happen. It can become very frustrating and cause you to lose faith. But the wild thing about it is, I just feel like it's gonna happen when it's supposed to, at its intended time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Woo. Say you've been drinking and smoking every day. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that that's always a bad thing. I guess it depends on how much are you drinking and smoking, because it's a whole difference between drinking a whole bottle of strong liquor and, you know what I'm saying, having a beer or two. It's a difference. I can't say because I have me a beer almost every day. I have me a sip of something to calm my nerves. After everything I've been through this year, I feel like I'm entitled to it. Ain't nobody finna convince me to that I'm doing something wrong, because I feel like it's better for me to sip on a beer every now and again than for me to be acting a fool in the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. Some people be like, well, there are other options. I mean, yeah, maybe for you. But as far as I'm concerned, due to the fact that it's over 100 degrees every day, trying to walk down to the bus stop ain't an option. And you know what I'm saying? I can't really afford to Uber to where I really want to go. I don't want to Uber to a place where I feel like it's going to be beef and problems. So I might as well chill at the house. And I don't want to sit in the house staring at the walls all day. So, you know what I'm saying? I come outside in my little garden, vape. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to stop smoking cigarettes. It's hard because I'm still, I'm a little irritated, but I'm trying to find peace and calmness with my life and what I have going on. I sip on a little beer, vape, and try to mind my business back here. And you know what I'm saying? And just wait and be patient until God comes through for me. But when it really come down to it, I don't know. It don't sound like you just doing anything, depending on how you're drinking and what you're smoking. I'll say that. But you know what I'm saying? Some things it's not really that bad. And I know sometimes as being a Christian person and when you are surrounded by Christian people, I have been around some people that will make it seem like you the worst person in the world and you ain't even really doing nothing wrong. I didn't have people try to make me out to be strung out on some hard drugs, and all I was going to a dispensary, something that is legal at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in agonizing pain day in and day out and try to make me out to be a monster. So I feel like it's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Really, in reality, it's perspective. If I wanted to, I could get a doctor's prescription to get some, you know what I'm saying, some of the legal stuff, because of as much metal I have going on in my body. They would be like, you know what I'm saying, it's better for me to carry on with that than for me to be on, the other stuff, the hard pain medicine. I will, you know what I'm saying, I'm just being honest. It's perspective. And you know what I'm saying, it's better to, like, some things, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't intended to come out here and start talking about that, but the truth is, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be kind of like going off on the deep end about stuff that's not even really that bad. But I get it. I know that it can be hard being a single mother, even though from my perspective, I'm not, I am, but I'm not, because my son's father is in his life. And, I don't want to say that I have it easy because I don't, but I do get that some women have it harder than I do. But simultaneously, I know it can get rough. I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like, but at the same time, it just depends on perspective. That's real, Lynn. That is so real. Lynn said, when you go through the storm, instead of turning around and running away from it, by the time you realize it, it'll be over with and you done came out on the other side. That is so real. I feel like sometimes, like, don't allow anybody to pressure you into feeling bad about yourself or feeling as if you're doing something just so terrible. Ain't nothing wrong with having, a glass of wine at the end of the day, or sipping on some beer or something like that. Now, obviously, like I said, it's a complete difference between having some wine and some beer versus drinking a whole bottle of liquor. You know what I'm saying? That, I'm just being honest. And there's a difference. I know the difference. When I was younger, I used to go in, but I started drinking like that because somebody close to me passed away. And once he passed away, I started drinking really heavily. I would go through a whole bottle of Hennessy in one day. I ain't drinking like that no more. So it ain't no situation where somebody finna come up to me and try to tell me I'm no alcoholic. No, I'm not. I know what an alcoholic look like. I know what me not being able to put down no alcohol look like. You know what I'm saying? That's real. You said sometimes you have to realize the fire ain't even that high. Man, you said that like for real, for real. And then you like, baby, giving out how do you say it? You giving out gems today. For real. Like sometimes the fire is not as high as it seems. Sometimes it's really about perspective. Because, I feel, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say sometimes it may be a situation where that man, if he was in your life 100%, he might be a full blown headache. You never know. Because they're like, I don't know. I'm just being real. That's the perspective that at first I was sitting up here stressed out and mourning and sad behind my ex not being with me no more. And then I finally snapped out of it and realized when we was together, I was praying that God would get him away from me. So what is the point of me stressing out and crying and falling all over the place about him being with somebody else when in reality when we was together I wanted him out my house. I wanted him away from me. He was getting on my nerves. He was abusing me, cheating on me, and acting a complete fool. Sometimes it's really perspective, but it's just I guess the matter of the perspective of she came and she took my man and now they over there happy and it seemed like he treated her better and it seemed like that don't even matter. None of that matters. What really matters is if me and him was together, he would not be treating me that way. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Even when I was with him in San Antonio, he was doing better as far as paying the bills, and that's it. He was still cheating. He was still gaslighting me. He was still acting sketchy. He was still on his same stuff. So when it come down to it, sometimes it's a situation where it's your perspective that's causing you to be sad, not really your reality. I'm just being real. And that's real too. At one point in time, I didn't even know who he was. Tell the truth. Okay, and I was doing just fine. I was doing just fine. Before I knew who he was, I was doing just, in fact, my life was a lot more peaceful before I met him. I ain't have the kind of problems I have now, and that's why I feel like it stimulates from him. Because I ain't had these problems. It never was a situation where I would go anywhere in this city and have any problems. I was cool with everybody. I didn't have to deal with women beefing with me for no reason. I didn't have to deal with people trying to kidnap me and all this other stuff. All of it stimulates from him and his effort. And I don't know what kind of beef he had with me, and I don't know why. I don't know what the whole scenario, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to figure it out. And I'm not going to sit around stressing about it. F that. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I was living my best life before I met this man at my mama house, living my best life. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. I had finally got me a little car, even though it was a little hoopty. I wasn't tripping. I had my little hoopty. I had, you know what I'm saying, finally repurchased my favorite purses. I was getting my clothes right and buying the things that I wanted to buy and taking care of myself. I ain't have to ask nobody to help me with nothing. I was doing just fine until I met him. So sometimes it's perspective. And when it come down to it, am I out here like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get crazy, lit, and act the fool? No, I'm just sitting out here relaxing, trying to get out. I don't want to sit in the bed all day long. I don't. And you know what I'm saying? I can't stand after my mama came home talking about the man that got attacked while sitting in his garage. I feel nervous about sitting out there. And I would rather be on live while I'm sitting anywhere especially if I'm outside, especially if people are acting that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Doing that was confirmation for me because I already been feeling like complete strangers were dry trying to attack me for no apparent reason. So it's cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna sit out here and relax. I wanna, I don't wanna lay down all day and I don't wanna be watching TV all day. So yes, this is a situation where I'm sitting in the backyard, you know what I'm saying, sitting in a chair where I can sit with my back up and sipping on a little cold one real quick and chatting with y'all. That's true. I don't know what you mean by that. You rolled your pearls out. But I done been through a lot and I ain't got time to sit around thinking about that all day, every day. I think even that is perspective. While simultaneously, yeah, yeah, I feel that because there are different things that I want. I have dreams and aspirations and goals, but I got to get to that point because obviously, you know what I'm saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. So while I have big dreams and aspirations, I got to work towards it. That means I got to get up every day and work, and I got to, you know what I'm saying, keep striving to build myself up and get my life together. Use the lemons that I've been handed and make some lemonade. That's what I'm working towards. While simultaneously sitting on live, chatting with y'all, hanging out with y'all, I'm working towards my goal. You know what I'm saying? Every day when I wake up, I work towards my goal and trying to move closer and closer towards the reality that I actually want. And in a sense, I think it is because, my dreams do involve me having a way larger garden than the one that I have here. So this is the biggest garden that I have had on my own. So me being able to, I have to get this together and I have to know how to maintain this. If I can't maintain this, I'm for sure not going to be able to maintain the garden that I dream and aspire to have. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I need some water by my peppers though. This basil is getting huge, yo. It's all in the Jesus. And why are you leaning towards me? It's about to be all up and getting so big, I ain't even gonna be able to step over here. And it's turning into a tree. Dang. And then this here seeded itself, it's in the ground. I'm gonna have to dig it up when I get ready to move. Just to take it with me. Either that or leave it here for my mama, but I don't know if she gonna want it, so I probably gonna have to dig it up. They chilling, they happy. The last time I gave them some nutrients, it wasn't banana water. I made myself a health smoothie out of cucumbers. What else did I use? I used a cactus pear, cucumbers, apple, pineapples, and I forgot the other plant. I think I remember ginger. And I mixed that all up and you know what I'm saying? I boiled the outer parts in water and I made juice for me. And what, you know what I'm saying, what was left up over like the core, I poured it into the plants and then watered them to get them nutrients. The last time I gave them nutrients, and what I just said, they stretching out. The tomato plant is getting so big it keep on busting out of its cage. My basil is literally about to fall into my chair. My cucumbers have completely took over this whole half of the garden. Like I can't even see my other plants that are underneath it. I'm gonna have to lift it up to check on them. It look like I'm finna have some cucumbers soon. I probably gonna have to. Yeah, it look like one of my carrots is ready. Just bite. I'm probably gonna pull her. Whew. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow though. It's too hot to do it right now. And I gotta water. I really don't even feel like getting up to water. It's so dang hot. I might wait until the sun go down a little bit more. But they doing good. They doing good. I got a bunch of beans over here. My little beans, my little long string beans that I'm probably gonna use once they all the way ready and I get them all the way right. I'm probably gonna be using them to make me some red beans and rice and see how they taste. It's cool. They seem to like it. The natural nutrients. I bought some more bananas so I can get them some more banana nutrients. Probably I might do that tomorrow because I didn't make it today. So I might make that tomorrow. Today I made me and my son some brownies. I made me and my baby some brownies. I don't know if he go be over here this weekend to get them. Hopefully he is. If not, I'm just gonna have to make him some more next week, I guess, because them probably gonna be gone by the time he get here. I'm probably gonna eat them, but we'll see. I might try to save them. I might try to save them for him, but I don't think they're gonna be, good that long for a whole dang week. And I ain't trying to give my son no brownies that didn't went bad. Ooh, my eyes itchy. I put you up on how to put it in the blender and you ain't know you can do that. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do the same thing too. Either I probably eat one of the bananas and take one, put it in a blender and take the banana peels and boil it and then blend it all up and give it to them like that. Yeah. I think that's just me. Y'all know I used to I took the classes on holistic medicine and herbology. So that's kind of where I got that from. Just a way to break it down a little, you know what I'm saying, in an easier way than having to wait a long time for it to get right. That's literally is like my tomato plant keep on flipping the dang cage over like it's bursting out of the cage. It didn't dang near broke it. I'm gonna have to buy some more cages soon. I got to. I really need cages for this basil. This other basil bush that's in the front is getting unruly. This basil bush is getting unruly. And then the one in the front is spreading to where it started to have basil all. Even though I like it because it's keeping a lot of pests, I'm not having to deal with as many pests as you would think I would have going on with this garden with so many things. I got cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers. I don't have no pests. And you know what I'm saying? The lizards, the frogs, and the basil is really like they doing their thing out here. And I absolutely love it. I'm so grateful. But it is getting tough. It's hard for me to walk through here. Yeah, I had a tough time getting through here. That's why I'm sitting up here having a hard time getting up and cutting the water off because I already know I'm gonna have to move my purse out the way just to water and do everything. I'm gonna wait until the temperature go down a little bit. I'm gonna wait till it gets to at least 90 degrees. Let me see what time it's gonna be when it gets to 90 degrees. I think my plants will be all right. 7 p.m. So in an hour and a half, yeah, they should be all right. And I'll get them some water because it's tough. It's hot out here. But they do look happy. That's supposed strawberry shoots try to come by. Let me see it bigger again. What's up, Larry? You let them sit in the water for a week or two. No, I guess I could, but I just feel like it would. Because if I sit it out here in the heat, it's probably gonna go bad and start smelling. I don't have no place to just leave it like that inside the house. It's just easier for me to just boil the peels and blend it. Thank you. It's easier for me to boil the peels and blend everything up and then give it to the plants like that. And I haven't figured out what I could like to hold the nutrients together out here. I don't even know what to use. I guess I would have to use these old containers or something. Thank you, Larry. I appreciate it. I accidentally spilled some chocolate on my shirt earlier while I was making me and my son brownies, and I had to wash it and get it back together. And I got rid of the stain. I'm proud of me. Baby, that stain made me upset. I was so nervous. What's up, Bradford? Or Nathaniel? But yeah, I was a little nervous about that. But I got rid of the stain. I'm happy about that. Managed to eat a few brownies and some ice cream. Man, y'all, they sent me the smallest container of ice cream. I showed it to my son. He started laughing at me. He was like, "Oh man, it was so small. It's smaller. The container is smaller than my vape pen. That's how the little it was. I don't even think it's considered a scoop." I was like, you know what? That's fine. I ain't even asked for a refund. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I will let them have that wig. Thank you. I ain't tripping. Whew. But what y'all doing, yo? What y'all got going on? You put it in the bottled water and let it ferment. Oh, soda bottles and milk cartons. That's smart. I think I'll be able to do some of that, you know what I'm saying, a lot more once I have my own space because, you know what I'm saying, some things I ain't trying to disturb my bubble piece. And I feel like some things will make her like really be a little irritated. So I try to stay away from it. And I feel like it's just the best way for me to do it right now with the space that I have. My room already crowded as is, and then most of my stuff is like, well, I don't want to say most of my stuff, but a lot of my stuff is like stacked up in boxes in the garage. So you know what I'm saying. Until I have my own house and my own space, where I'll be able to actually do certain things a little differently, I'm just gonna have to carry on like I'm carrying on. But I did buy me some bananas so I can go ahead and have some fertilizer for my plants until I can afford to buy some more. Because right now, for my lifestyle and what I have going on, I feel like that's easier. Especially once I get my bike going and I'm back, you know what I'm saying, moving around a little bit more, it's going to be easier for me to have. He said they gave me a shot of ice cream straight up. They gave me a snippet, a drizzle, a snippet of ice cream. Baby, y'all gonna see it. I'm glad I made a vlog, bro, because that tickled me, bro. When I saw that little bitty thing of ice cream, I was like, what is this? Why are they playing with me, yo? Playing with my emotions. Ain't nothing but a swallow. Like, what's her name said on Harlem Night? She said, this something like this make me mad. Have my mouth tasting, have my tongue ready and my mouth ready for some goddamn ice cream, and all it is just a drizzle in there. It made me so mad, but I ate it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make it do what it do. We gonna make it do what it do. Oh, it is what it is, man. I was upset though. I was like, dang. I thought I was gonna have me a few scoops of ice cream to go with my brownies. Nah, bro. I had a drop of ice cream to go with my brownies. And so I know for sure, gonna have to give my baby some ice cream to go with his brownies whenever he gets to them. Because that's just ridiculous. But it gave us both a good little laugh. Dang, little bitty dang shot of ice cream. That was, I ain't never seen that. I think that I would have got more ice cream going to a Baskin Robbins and asking for a scoop or a sample. But it is what it is. I'm grateful I at least had a little bit because I do like ice cream with brownies because it kind of like, I feel like it softens it up a little bit, even though they not hard. My brownies are, you know what I'm saying, I made them just right. Where they soft, where they supposed to be soft, and it's a little, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like the way ice cream and brownies taste together. It's just so good. It really is. I feel like it really hits the spot. So I do like having ice cream with brownies, but I am kind of mad that they only gave me like a taste of it. They only gave me a little bit. You said that I have the same. I do have the same nails on my feet. I can't even really, because my basal plate is right here. My feet. That's how my feet look. My big toe matches the center nails. I have the clear nail on my big toe, and my little bitty toes are pink. The same color pink as these two. I don't know how I'm gonna do my nails the next time I do them. I might change the color up a bit, but at the same time I may not because I know it's gonna be some derivative of pink, but I might add another color to it, like yellow or something. I'm not sure. I feel like this shade of pink is perfect for the summer, so I've been rocking with this color and different derivatives of it for like the whole summer. Thank you. Hey, what's up? What's up, unhidden gifts? Thank you. I know. I ain't showing my feet again. Y'all be, y'all be coming out here asking me to show my feet. I'm not showing my feet again. That's the only way you gonna get me to see. If you asking about how my toes look, I'll show you real quick. But I am not gonna be out here showing y'all nothing but feet. Hey, what's up, Vanessa? You said I had cream hold the ice. Baby, you ain't lying. They straight up gave me some dang ice cream in a shot glass and charged me for it. Thank you. You said you proud of me showing gratitude. I tried. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be grateful. I even got me a little, even if, you know what I'm saying. It's 2 scoops, 2 spoonfuls. That's fine. We gonna be grateful for our 2 spoonfuls and keep it pushing. What can you do? I can't even believe they packaged that and put a sticker on it to sell it. But it is what it is, I guess. They be playing. That'd be like me selling somebody, I'm selling them some lashes, and then they get it. And instead of it being a whole row of, like, you know what I'm saying, a whole eyelash, it's just half of the lash, bruh. Like, hey, what's up, Hannah? Baby. But I guess it is what it is. What can you do? Except just be happy that I have it and keep it pushing because, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to arguing and fussing about it because I should have known it was too good to be true. You know what I'm saying? When I every time I get it, and you know what I'm saying, I order something and they have everything. I'm typically skeptical because you know what I'm saying. Like it's really hard. I understand because I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's kind of hard to find exactly what the person is asking for. And the fact that when they say everything is there, I be so happy. I be like, yes, they ain't have to switch nothing out. Ain't no confusing. Baby, came here with a shot of ice cream. It is what it is. How y'all day going? It's cool though. I wanted a taste of some chocolate. I was able to, get the chocolate chips that my son wanted to go in his pancakes when he do come back over here. And I was able to make some brownies, not only for me, but for him too. So I feel like I got my objective. I accomplished my mission. But how is y'all evening going? What y'all doing? You watching some NFL presentations? Oh, that sound live. Who they presenting right now? It's the preseason games tonight. Oh, that's cool. You said, what did you miss? Uh, not much, I don't think. I'm sitting up here looking up this plant that voluntarily seeded itself in my garden pot, trying to see if it's a holistic herb. And it is. It is used in Indian traditional medicine. Crushed extracts from the leaves have been used to localize to help soothe minor skin swelling, painful bug stings, and ringworm infections. Oh, okay. It contains a slippery gel compound. It soothes irritated tissues such as dry coughs and minor sore throats. Oh, it can be used in cough syrup, and it could be used for wound cleaning. Oh, I'm keeping. She can stay. She can stay. Now it's called false mallow, 3-low false mallow. False mallow. Oh, okay. She can stay. She's medicine. She didn't plant it herself out here, but I guess she can stay. So she is absolutely, you know what I'm saying, useful. I will keep it. You put some extra dirt in your pineapple plant's pot. That's cool. And they say it's a good plant to use for a tincture. I mean, not a tincture for a salve, but like cuts and burns and things like that. I'm probably finna harvest some of that and let it dry out. I'll make a salve right now. Well, I won't make it right now, but I gotta let it dry out first. So I'm probably gonna do that soon and put it up here and let it dry out in the sun. I guess tomorrow. I need to go get some string. Dang, mad. I ain't bring no string out here. So I can go ahead and do I have anything I can use as string? Nope. I don't. I'm trying to think. I don't feel like going all the way back in the house. I guess I could try to use I can't use no grass and string. I might just have to I guess I could connect it to one of these hooks. That's what I could possibly. Oh, I do. Where did I put it at? There it is. It's not over there. I almost got. I do have some that I can use as string, so I can draw that out and use that. That's useful. I like when it's a useful herb. I'm also finna use this for some of my beans while we here. I'm gonna do that first. This one. What y'all doing though? I still want to chat with y'all, even though I'm kind of doing something. It's kind of hard to keep these things organized, man. Shit. Dropped a few. I don't know if I'm phone tripping and y'all talking to me, or if y'all just being quiet. I'm gonna have to look and see. Dang, some of them that dried out. You said few. Oh, you see me with all my beans trying to get them organized and put together. A lot of them that dried out already. Little, didn't I have a whole nother? Oh, I'm holding three in my hand. Baby, listen. Listen, Lord. Y'all sick of beans. So far, we got about 4 bundles. Okay, now we get a bundle going of this helpful herb that decided to start growing out here. Oh shoot. I'm sorry. My cucumber plant was using this one as something to hold on to. Let go of it. How in the world? Let go. Let go. It's holding on tight too, y'all. Let go of it. Let go of it. There you go. Come on now. I don't want to cut your hand off. There you go. All right. I see it do have a like a little gel on the inside. All right. The more you know, right? I was about to pull it up and take it up out the garden. Okay. Yeah, some of them are. And you said those are long beans. You said they long beans. That's literally what they called, I think, are the yard long beans, but the variety I purchased, it said asparagus beans, but they do grow pretty long. Like they're crazy long. Some of them already dried out, and some of them aren't. But you can eat them as green beans, or you can eat them like you can let them dry out and eat the beans that are inside. Inside the bean inside is like a red bean. The bean inside is a red bean. So what I figure is I'm gonna We're gonna eat it just like that. But I'm for sure for to use this I forgot what this is called. Dang, I'm gonna have to look it up again. Glad I screenshotted it. Three lobe false mallow. I'm gonna call it false mallow. It's called three lobe false mallow or the clock plant. I'm gonna use that in the salad. I'll probably add some aloe vera to it and maybe some basil because basil is good, or like a cut or something like that. It helps you to heal faster. So I'm gonna use that, some aloe vera and some basil. I'm gonna mix it together and make a salve out of it for a skin irritant. Let me see. I'm also for the ask about cayenne pepper. Y'all sit up here trying to figure out what uh I can use the different plants in my garden for. Okay, and I can add my lemon basil to the little the salve too. I gotta dry it out though. Do y'all want me to make a vlog of me making my medicine? I don't think I ever did a vlog of that. I don't think I ever made a vlog of me making any medicine. Y'all already seeing me harvest the leaves and the things that I'm gonna use for it. Like actively making you say yes. Hey, I'm doing okay. See, I'm mad. I wasn't seeing none of these messages that y'all been sending me. You use them for the to grow more. Well, the awesome thing about them, what I learned is you don't have to replant it. Even though, when I have more space and I have my own yard, I may. But that's what's going on. I think my mom's Wi-Fi keep going in and out, and it's causing my phone to have to connect to my actual phone connection, and then it has to move off of it. I don't know what's going on. Y'all don't have those. Well, they are originally like they say it's a Chinese plant, and it loves the sun, it loves the heat. What's on the agenda for tomorrow? I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna wake up early and start working. You use tallow to make your salves and your lotion. You have to render it down. But I just realized I can use the lemon basil to make me some to put in the salve that I'm gonna use this one for. So I'm gonna cut up some lemon basil to put in there, which is probably gonna be beneficial because it's like dang near coming all up, like it is literally all in my lap. It's turning into a tree, is what it's doing. So we're gonna trim it a little bit. I don't mind the attention, but sheesh. I'm up front when I get up and water the plants, which I'm gonna do in a minute because it's now 92 degrees. That's better. That clears that out a little bit. But I'm for sure. I need to eat this too. Trim her down a little bit. Then I'm gonna trim down the one in the front too because it is just wilding out right now, and I might as well use it since I can. And it is useful. I'm gonna sit you. I guess I'll sit you right here until I gather together some more pieces to put with you. You said that's neat. Thank you. You said 92 is too hot for you. Baby, when I first came out here, it was about 99 degrees in the greenhouse. It's going down some, which is good, but man, it's been hot out here. It's hot, hot. See how my squat's doing back here. Let me see, do I have to do any? I don't remember. I grew this before when I was staying in Third Ward with my ex-husband. I don't remember if I had to do anything. Look like my squash have all male flowers. Hey, what's up? I'm doing okay. How you doing? I'm all right. What you got going on? What's up, Larry? You said you need me. What you got going on? You got steak, mashed potatoes, and gravy, and you need help cooking it. But you all the way in Florida, yo. How I'm gonna help you cook that from over here? How I'm gonna help you cook that all the way over here, yo? I can give you instructions. It's really not hard to. Are you like, you know what I'm saying? For your you said it two zigzags. Low key, if you I wouldn't mess with those zigzag. I can't stay. I wouldn't mess with those zigzags, man. Them zigzags ain't gonna do nothing but make you mad. They fall apart and break apart as soon as you start touching it. As soon as you pull them out the dang bag, they'll do nothing but piss me off. I don't like zigzags. But anywho, I like Garcia Vegas. But anywho, you know what I'm saying? For the steak, you know what I'm saying? I see what I would do with it is. You said, Pinky, that's a song. What the zigzags ain't gonna do nothing but piss me off. They ain't finna do nothing but piss me off. But anyways, them things ain't finna do nothing but make me mad. Been trying to mess with that thing. I be, baby, I done had some times where I get so dang mad. I throw the whole thing in the trash can, man. I need some Garcia Vegas, bro, man. At least at the very, I'll take some games. But so with your steak, what you need to do is season it real good with some, you know what I'm saying, some pepper, the kind that you got to do like this here. You got to do like, you know what I'm saying, I forgot what it's called, the coarse pepper, and then get you some sea salt and season it real good. And you know what I'm saying, put it in the skillet, you know what I'm saying, and add like some rosemary and some thyme. And you know, and some butter, add some butter to the pot, and you know what I'm saying, let it get good, and then flip it over and let it get good again. Now, I like my steak well done. I don't know how you like your steak, but you cook it to whatever appropriate time. You said you'll be in Texas by December 1st. You cook it to the appropriate time, and it's all good. It's ready. Just, you know what I'm saying? It really don't take too much unless you're going to put it on the grill. But same thing, you know what I'm saying? Is get some coarse pepper and put some sea salt on there and throw it on the grill. I would still, once again, add some rosemary and some thyme to it to add that extra flavor. I might add some onions and some peppers to it to, you know what I'm saying, intensify the flavor. And, you know, that's all she wrote with the steak. Now, with the mashed potatoes, all you got to do is skin the potatoes, cut them up, throw them in a pot, and add some garlic salt or some garlic powder seasoning and let it boil. You know what I'm saying? Once it's, like, really soft with a fork, pour the water out, add some milk, add some butter, mix it up real well, mash them down, mix it up real well. And you good. Add seasoning to taste, and there it is. It ain't hard. You said pepper grinder. Yes, a pepper grinder. Now, I want the electric one. I can't stunt. When I was saying off grid, the lady out there had that electric pepper and salt grinder. I need one of them in my life. You know what I'm saying? Where you can just press the button and I need that. But you know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, it's understood. All you got to do, you know what I'm saying, just grind it real quick. And baby, it's the best steak ever. Mashed potatoes gonna be on point every time. Oh, I got a little cucumber growing right here. Part of my plant sitting up here tickling me. I guess it's bad. I was on the cucumber plant hand yesterday, and today keep on poking me. I see my little cucumber plant that reached all the way over here. The pot all the way at the front of the garden, and it's reaching all the way over here trying to get to me. You gonna hold my hand? You gonna hold my hand today? Oh, look, it's going around my finger. You gonna hold my hand today? I see my plant. My little baby. One of my little babies. She's slowly closing. We're gonna see if she gonna close around my finger. But you know you on camera and stuff, you move it all slow today. Yesterday you ran ahead and grabbed my head. You move it like this. Hey, what's up, the Reds? What you got going on? What you got going? Nothing much. You just kicking back. That's what's up. That's the best way to do it right there. Relaxing. Me too. I'm trying to relax. Bet y'all thought I was BSing around when I said I was holding my cucumber hand yesterday. I wasn't playing. You said check me out, boss lady. Thank you. I like comfort in my place. My cayenne pepper, you cooling off over there? It looked like you is. I'm gonna give y'all some water in a second, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good day today. You watching some Duckies right now? That sounds cool. I like the Duckies. That's what I used. That was one of my favorite pastimes when I was in Austin, going to the park and watching the ducks carry on. You say how you like that cucumber? You crazy? And the hummingbirds. That's cool. Ooh, my eye itchy. You got a blue heron. That's cool. Ooh, baby. That's cool. Hey, what's up, Lillian? Like my cucumber plant reached all the way down here just so I could give it some love. That thing got so big. I cannot believe this plant got this big. I was not expecting that at all, yo. Never did I imagine that it was gonna get this big. I really wasn't. I wasn't expecting it. I'm finna put my no, no, let go of you just for a second. Finna put this in. Okay, can y'all hear me? I'm gonna put my mic on. Dang, I probably need to turn it the other way. Oh my goodness. Well, that's an activity I never partake in. But I guess it's cool because you're feeding the ducks or the birds. Well, ducks are birds, or but you know what I'm saying. You feeding a bird, so I guess it is helping nature simultaneously. But hey, I do like fishing though, so I guess that's cool. I never went fishing when I was staying off grid though. I gotta give me another fishing pole. Oops. Thank you. You just trying to get a funny in. Thank you. Hope things going good out there in Alabama. Oh, Blue Heron. Oh, y'all leave it alone for the animals. Oh, that's cool. I can't think. When I give me a lake, I want to build one, but I want a lake that I'm gonna build myself, and I want to put a bunch of catfish in there so that I could just go out there and go fishing and grab me a catfish out whenever I want some. That's what I really do. I really do. I would though, like you know what I'm saying, some other kind of fish in there, but I'm not sure if they like the same kind of water. So right now, like what's on the idea that I want in there is catfish, other kind of fish. I like other kinds of white fish like tilapia is all right. I don't really eat it no more because they said that it grows and well, it survives and it's like manufactured in bad conditions. However, you know, if it likes the same kind of water as catfish, I wouldn't mind having tilapia and catfish together, but I don't know if they, you know, really vibe with each other like that. I also like whiting and I like salmon and other kinds of fish. So I would like to have a lake full of different kinds of fish where I can just go out and catch me some fish for dinner if I want to. Due to the fact that it's just me, possibly one other person, you know what I'm saying? Two other people if it's, you know what I'm saying, if I end up getting married. But right now my son don't even really like fish like that, so possibly just me. But if he do get to a, you know, a situation where he like fish, it'll just be me and one other person. I think we'll be all right just going out there and catch like one, possibly two fish and be good. Hey, what's up, Levon? My day was cool. How was your day? I'm out here chilling. Y'all can see me. I'm sitting up here holding my cucumber plate hand and chatting with y'all. And she started to close up around my finger. How was your day? I hope you have a good day at work too. You said you always wanted to fish, you never did though. You said, what am I thinking about? I just received the message that I'm gonna release probably when I end this live stream. I just out of nowhere received a message and I'm gonna end up recording it and posting it once I'm done recording on live. It came out of nowhere. But you said don't tell me now. I can't. I gotta wait because I don't even have everything. I don't have my Bible out here. Oh, my eye itching. And I don't leave one out here because it do get wet out here. I water out here, so I don't want it to get wet and ruined. So I kind of just You know, if I was to come out here and start recording like that, I probably have to bring the Bible out every time I come out here. And the only reason I don't like doing that is because what I have realized in the past, a lot of people be trying to listen to what I'm talking about and always be, you know what I'm saying, even though I'm not gonna say everybody, but it is some narcissistic people in this world. Don't know me from Adam, but be assuming that I'm talking about them for some reason. Oh, my eye itchy. Oh, oh. Even though this message is impossible that it's about anybody over here, but still. Oh, my eye itchy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. You said they trolls. Baby, you would never imagine. I done had that happen several times. And I ain't even just talking about here. When I was staying at hotels, when I was staying in my townhouse, when I was staying, you know, even though I now understand why people in the townhouse and the hotel sometimes feel like I was talking about them because I probably was. And I just didn't realize that they did. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, if God is sending me a message saying that my you know what I'm saying, my man is cheating on me and he's actively sleeping with them, 9 out of 10 it was about them. I just didn't even realize it, you know what I'm saying, until I realized it. Do I like bananas? I don't see who don't like bananas. You said you never had a troll. I've had some trolls. I can't stand this hard sometimes being, you know what I'm saying, at this point like a public figure because sometimes I be trying to be low key and not really talk about what I do and what I have going on social media, and people either know who I am already before I even say anything, or they find out what I do and they just dry start feeling some type of way about what I'm talking about. Like sometimes I'll talk about my experiences being at, you know, like my testimony of going to certain clubs or certain bars or going to certain restaurants and be somewhere completely different. And people at that place will feel like I'm talking about them and I'm not. And it's just, it's annoying. And in reality, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You could put a name on it, but you know what I'm saying? Legally, I can't just call out a specific name and a specific person. And I just feel like if you ain't did nothing, I don't see why you sitting up here feeling some type of way anyways. Oh, oh Lord. What is your name? Submitting. I am not even responding to that. I'm not responding to that and I'm keeping that message hidden. But you know what I'm saying, Hannah, I get what you're saying. Sometimes it's hard. It can be stressful. And I didn't took a few breaks, you know what I'm saying, since I started oh hey little lizard. I'm so happy to see you out here in your bright green. You look directly at, you knew I was talking to you, huh? You bright green, you happy and cheerful. That's a wonderful thing. I'm glad you in a good mood. But sometimes I have taken breaks because of it, because I get tired of people, you know what I'm saying, treat me some kind of way and I ain't even talking about them. I ain't even worried about them. I remember around the time I had my son, I was just, you know what I'm saying, posting pictures of my baby and, you know what I'm saying, making references about my baby. Obviously, my nickname for him was King James because, you know what I'm saying, his name is James. I referenced that to him because King James Bible, and also because, you know, his dad likes, what's his name? James, what's the basketball player name? I forgot his name. I know his name is James, but you know we call him King James. But anyways, like that, so I would call him King James as a nickname. You know what I'm saying? Now, in reality, I named him after the basketball player. I named him after the Bible, the fictional person from the Bible specifically. I named him. He's a junior. So you know what I'm saying? When people would come to me and act like I was just tripping by naming my son what I named him and nicknaming him King James, I would just be like in utter shock and appallment, bruh. I was not thinking about you in any shape, form, or fashion. You had nothing to do with anything. He is literally named after his dad. And you're crazy. Okay. If I want to nickname my son King, that is my business. Now I'm not the type of person where I'm literally finna, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, and it's not to say that it's anything wrong with naming your child king or queen or whatever. Do your thing, bruh. But I feel like in reality, when you meet somebody that have that kind of name, king, queen, princess, or duchess, or something like that, and it's their real name, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's a very arrogant. I don't want my son to grow up with an arrogant mindset. I want him to have a normal name. I want him to have, you know what I'm saying? I can't think. And I want his name to have a meaning. And it does. He's named after his dad. And as you know what I'm saying, yeah, he looked just like his dad. He's tall like his dad. And some people are just crazy. I can't say. Some people are crazy. If I want to nickname my son King, that is my business. You know what I'm saying? And that may be what it is. That may be what it is. Some people are crazy, bro. Some people are just nuts. And but I said, seriously, true story. I had somebody go out of their way to message me, want to meet up with me, to let me know that they felt like it was crazy that I named first of all, my son's name is not even King. That's his nickname. I just call him that. You know what I'm saying? King James, because I think it's cute. You know what I'm saying? And like I just explained why. And I just feel like it's nonsense, bro. Some people are really crazy. And sometimes I do have to take me a little break because I just get tired of crazy people, bro. I really do. Some people are full-blown narcissists and they think the world revolves around them. You don't even have to, like, you're not even talking about them, not even mentioning them. Nothing has anything to do with them. Don't even know them. And for some reason, they think that you're, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy to me. And I feel you. That's why I was trying to say, because I ain't trying to get on nobody. If you named your child princess, duchess, king, queen, whatever it is that makes you happy. I didn't name my son. I named him after his dad. You know what I'm saying? Before I even got pregnant, while we were dating, he said he always wanted a junior. So when I got pregnant, at first I didn't know if it was going to be a girl or a boy. But when I found out it was a boy, I was like, I just got to. It would be, I just felt like it would be unfair for me not to give him the junior that he had wanted for so long. And you know what I'm saying? That's fair. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody trying to say, well, I don't understand why that, you are crazy, bro. It's something mentally wrong. It has nothing to do with you. I was like, baby, you don't come all the way up off my back. If you don't come all the way up off my back and cut it out. I feel you. I mean, some people just crazy though. Some people really nuts. But I do be having to take me a little break sometimes. Oh, I see this plant is growing in the front. They ain't studying. This plant is like a voluntary. It's a voluntary plant out here in Houston, I see though. But I'm glad that it is actually and actively medicine because I can use it. Whew. But that did happen to me before some years ago. And this is somebody that I did know, but I hadn't talked to them even when we had met up. I hadn't talked to her in years. And it ain't a situation, to be honest. I don't really be on social media like that. I don't be sitting up looking at what people got going on. I don't keep up with nobody. It ain't no situation where I be like, I wonder what such and such got going and go today. Man, I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. If I get a notification that somebody is following me or is requesting that I follow them or something like that, that's one thing. But as far as me just deliberately going on people's pages and scrolling and trying to see, I don't do none of that. So when people start acting crazy like that, I don't understand. Like I have other things going on in my life. I have other things to do with my time. My world does not revolve around anybody else. It revolves around me and the people I have going on in my life. And for the most part, if my son is not here, my world is revolving around me. I can't say it ain't no situation where I'm sitting around basing my day and what I'm gonna do today and what I got going on somebody else. I could care less. I don't care what they doing. I don't care where they going. I don't care who they talking to. I'm just being real. And it ain't a situation where I don't love you and I don't wish you the best, but I'm not gonna revolve my world around you. You are not the center of attention in my world. And you know what I'm saying? When you have an expanded amount of people, it's a situation where it can't be a situation. You a complete stranger to me, and you sitting up here thinking that I'm sitting around thinking about you all day, bro. You are nuts, bro. There's something wrong with you, not me. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You the one that's crazy. Yeah, some people really crazy, bro. And I be trying to just mind my own business and do my own thing. Oh, I can't wait until I start getting me some cucumbers. I see a few little spots where it look like I'm finna have me a cucumber growing. Please, Lord. I can't wait to taste these Armenian cucumbers. I know they gonna, I can feel it. I just know they gonna taste so good. I love cucumbers too. I love having a cucumber in a salad. It's so good. You know what I'm saying? Once I get used to growing cucumbers and caring for them, then I think, once I have my own house, I definitely want to have different varieties. So I can have the cucumbers that are for salads, cucumbers that are for pickling, cucumbers that are for sweet pickles. Like I want the sweet jerkin. I love sweet jerkins. I love me some sweet jerkins. So I definitely need me about 5 plants that's going to be able to make me some sweet jerkin cucumbers. You said you ate cucumber salad for the last 3 days, baby. Cucumbers are just everything. Now I haven't had no cucumber salad. I can't stunt, but you know what I'm saying. It sounds like it might. I might try it. I can't stunt. I might try it. But I love me some cucumbers. They are so good. And my cucumber right here is getting ready to fruit. I have another plant that's outside that is, I would say, about a month younger than this cucumber plant, and it's now expanding and getting bigger. And then I have babies over here and babies right next to that one. And hopefully they're going to start growing and getting bigger and doing their thing. I can't stun. I'm a jump, hop, and a skip away. If this dang tomato plant don't start giving me no fruit, I'm about to pull her and take her cage and give it to my other cucumbers because I don't know what she got going on. She flipping over and breaking the cage and still haven't gave me not one tomato yet. I don't know what's going on over there. Ooh. You gonna make some beet ketchup? Now I haven't tasted that. That sounds interesting. Some beet ketchup. It might be good. I ain't gonna knock it. It might be good. I never heard of it though. But I can't wait for my cucumbers to start coming in. I can't wait to taste these Armenian cucumbers. And I really can't wait to taste the lemon cucumbers. You said it's so good. I'm gonna look it up. Let me look it up. Ooh, it says it's good for you too. It said it lowers your blood pressure, boosts circulation, and it supports the active digestion. Ooh, I might have to grow some beets. I ain't even know about that. Hey, what's up, Amir? They sound amazing. I ain't even know that. That sounds good. That's good for you too. It lower blood pressure and support circulation. That might be something I for sure need to try, especially with what I have going on with my ankle and my knee. It sounds like it'll be what's up. It really do. That's why I'm really happy about this voluntary herb that's growing out here because I'm gonna make some a salve for my ankles and my knees so that when it starts getting cold, it's not gonna start getting cold out here until like November, December, like really cold. But when it does, typically the metal in my feet and my knees starts to ache a little bit. So it's gonna help to have a salve around. I might have to. I might have to. But I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna put in the place of that corn over there. But I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. You said really cold? Yes, I already know. It don't get that cold. It do get cold. It don't get as cold as it get out there. I can't say. The cold that we experience is probably nothing to you. I have lettuce growing in the house. Now I would like to grow some more, but all I need is some more of the little I forgot the little soil pods. I forgot what they called. But that's what I use for my lettuce. I use my hydroponics kit for my lettuce because it grows really well in there. You said t-shirt weather. It'll get kind of cool, but it ain't gonna get that cold. It's gonna get to around. I don't want to get to line. Let me ask. Let me ask the fall, but it ain't gonna get that cold. It says the coldest average winter temperature you will experience in Houston is 47 degrees Fahrenheit, which typically occurs during nights in January. You said that's right, bougie. And on a freezing night, it'll get to 32 degrees. And the only time we get upper 20s or low 20s is like for a night or two. It's not going to be like you said 45 is a summer day. Hey, what's up, Davey? That's all winter. And it's only nighttime. During the day, the weather is going to go up. In Houston, if you have to leave for work early in the morning, it's like you may have to have your coat or a jacket on, but by the time it gets to midday, you can go ahead and take it off because the sun gonna come out and it's gonna warm up. It don't get that cold. And that's why I was saying, like, we do have a winter, but technically it's not really like a winter. It's kind of the only time we really experience winter weather is when we have like a winter storm. Then we really experience winter weather. But otherwise, it's gonna be still kind of hot, especially during the day while the sun is out. My day is going cool. How your day going? Oh, my head is itchy. Jesus. You said our growing season is so long each. Yeah, that's what they say. We have kind of like two growing seasons. You can dang near grow all year out here. Yo, they great, and you going on a night shift right now. That's what's up. Yeah, we basically can grow. We definitely have two seasons and sometimes possibly three. Because for the second part, like for the second season, if you plant more like cold variety or cold hardy plants, 9 out of 10 they gonna grow all throughout the winter and be all right. So it is it's different. I can't say it's different. That's why I was saying, like, even though sometimes it'll be a situation where certain plants won't grow, like they could be stubborn, they might not want to grow at the beginning, like in the spring, but you can always try out here. You can go ahead and try again at the second part of the season. You can try, and try again until it go ahead and grow. Because out here it gets super hot, and then some plants don't like that. But that's what I love about the Armenian cucumber, the pepper plants, and my asparagus beans, these long beans over here, they love the hot weather. The lemon basil, it loves the hot weather. Some of the plants out here, they really do. And some of the plants, they refuse to grow in hot weather, but I'll just, grow it later. I remember you telling me that somebody told you that it takes a special human to grow out there. Yeah, I mean, if you only got 3 months, it's like it have to be a situation when you put the seed in the soil, you need it to grow. And you know what I'm saying? You need it to grow at that point, because trying over, it may be a situation where it's not gonna work very well. Hey, sound like yup. My little package is here. I'm gonna have to go and get that. I can understand. I'm pretty sure that's difficult. I'm pretty sure it is difficult. Dang, I need to go and get my package, but my cucumber plant then finally wrapped its finger all the way around me. I can understand that. I can understand that. That's probably like, you know what I'm saying? Out there, y'all probably definitely will have like a use for a greenhouse. Now, my purpose for my greenhouse is so that not only so I can chill in here, but so that when winter comes around, certain plants, they don't, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't die out here. They still, like, they're still going to keep going. Like 9 out of 10, I'm still going to have these pepper plants next year. My basil plants will survive. My I don't know if my Armenian cucumber is going to survive. I hope it does. It will make me very happy if it does. You said I can keep them alive, yeah. And my asparagus bean is going to survive. They're going to like keep growing. My strawberry plant is going to survive, and it's like a lot of my plants, I'm still going to have the same plants next year, and some of them I know that they're only going to last for 1 year. Sadly, it's going to be sad to see them go, but for the most part, a lot of these plants are going to keep on going year after year because it's so hot here. that even though we do get somewhat of a, a cold, but in the greenhouse they should be all right. Y'all, strawberries are perennial and they make it. That's good. That's good. But that was my purpose, because I do want certain plants, like especially on the eventual side. When I get my own house, I'm probably gonna have more than one greenhouse, because I'm gonna want to have like fruit trees, and like my I'm probably gonna move my strawberries, have like some grapes and different kinds of fruit trees in there, and in the greenhouse they'll be able to carry on year after year. That's cool. That's one thing that I did learn about gardening. Even though you are in an area where it gets cold, it doesn't mean that there aren't plants that grow in that area naturally and actually love the weather there. That's cool. Oh, I would love having a greenhouse inside the house. I would love I have a greenhouse. Okay, but forgive me, y'all. But I would love having one inside the house. What I really want is a sunroom. I want a sunroom. When I have my own little house, if I get a chance to build it, or I'm sorry, I keep on knocking my head on the bike, and I'm pretty sure that is annoying. But if I have a chance to build one out, I will definitely try to build out a sunroom to my house, or add an addition of a sunroom to my house, where I can have like plants inside my house. I don't know exactly what room I'm gonna make it, but I have an idea. Either it's gonna be a pool or like a bathroom addition. But I would like to have a bathroom as a sunroom too. But obviously, it's not gonna be. I'll probably have the roof open, or the roof like with what is this stuff right here? I forgot what it's called. This clear plastic over the top. Either that, or like have a glass top, like windows at the top of the bathroom, and that would be so nice to have one of them big old tubs, so I can sit in there and have plants surrounding me while I take my bath and just relax and listen to music. Oh, that would be so nice. I would love that too. Now, when I was younger, the lady that babysitted me had a house with a sunroom, and I absolutely loved it. It was in the center of their house, and we could go out there, and like the roof, there was no roof in that area, but it was in the center of the house, and you could go out there, and it was like an outside area. They didn't really have a lot going on. We would just go out there and play, but it was nice. I would love to have a room like that in my house, where it's just open, an open space where, you know what I'm saying, the weather can come in. I would love that. I would. But it was inside the house. Like if they wanted to put certain thing, nobody could see inside of there, but you were outside. And I just loved it so much. I want a room like that in my house. I think that would be so live. I really do. I feel like that would be so live. Is my mic still on? I might have to switch mics, y'all. You said it would be so cool. I feel like it would. Yes, that would be so cool. Oh, I done yanked my finger away from my plant, and it was looped all the way around. Let me put my finger back. I think that room was just so cool. That was one of my favorite areas of that house. I just loved it. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's the introvert in me, because it was like a way you could be outside without being outside. You don't have to worry about people trying to come by and peek at you and see what you're doing and being all nosy and stuff like that. You could just exist outside while still simultaneously don't nobody even know you outside. And I loved it so much. And I would love to have a little koi pond. But yeah, I think once I have me a house, my first goal as far as water and aquaponics is going to be like I want me a little catfish pond. And I want to have that going first. And I know that's going to be a lot of work, but that's why I want to do that first. Because then after I get that done and over with, then I can move on to the next edition. But I feel like that'll be perfect because there'll be a sanctuary not only for the fish, but you know what I'm saying, the frogs will be able to chill there. The lizards will be able to go there and get some water when they want to and swim and relax and etc. So I definitely want to have something like that. But I would also like a koi pond, but I feel like that will be more so close to my house, like because that's more so for decoration, if anything. But it's still cool. I will get some eventually. I think that I should have did that first instead of getting my trailer first. What I should have did is got some land, then got a trailer and got the trailer taken to my land. Then I probably would have skipped out on a lot of the problems that I had. But you know what I'm saying? I know now. Okay, I learned. I learned my lesson. We not staying in no trailer park ever again. We gonna get our own land, have it fenced off, you know what I'm saying? The way that I want it to be fenced off and possibly end up growing whatever kind of bush plants so that the fence is all the way fenced off where people ain't trying to peek through the fence trying to look at me and see what I'm doing and worried about me and my etc. And you know what I'm saying? Carry on like that. I'm really mad that I wasted my time with my ex, but at the same time, I learned what I learned, and now I know what I know. So it is what it is. I can't sit around stressing myself out about it. I was with him for 3 years on and off. He wasted 3 years of my life. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. But it's still stressful and annoying. I just wish I would have never met him. I wish I would have never went up to that club, yo. I could have went anywhere else to play pool and watch the game. And I'm so mad that I went up there. But I bet you one thing, I won't go back. That's for sure, for sure. We ain't finna go back. We ain't even gonna worry about that no more. That was just too much. Dang, I brought some eggshells out here. They just sit there. You said can't go back. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not interested. I'm good on that. Yeah, that. I forgave myself. At this point, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I didn't forgave myself for it. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I guess it's like I forgave myself while simultaneously it's frustrating that I even ended up in that predicament. But it is what it is. I'm a person. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. It's not a situation where I'm like, and I feel like that is very frustrating to be like, you know what I'm saying, who I am and have the gifts that I have. A lot of people assume that I'm perfect and I can do no wrong, and that's just simply not true. I'm not perfect, and it's not a situation where I don't make mistakes. And a lot of times people don't want to give me grace and they just want to, how could you do that? How could you make that mistake? How could you this? How can, man, the same way that other people make mistakes, I can make mistakes too. I can't stunt. You know what I'm saying? I can't stunt. You know, and then sometimes when I look back on the messages that I was receiving while I was with him, I feel like God was giving me warnings, but I kept assuming that it was for any and everybody else except me. That was my bad. You know what I'm saying? Every time I would ask him, Are you doing X, Y, and Z? I ain't doing nothing like that. I'm faithful. I ain't never did this. I ain't never did that. I ain't doing none of this and I ain't doing none of that. You accusing people of doing stuff they ain't doing and you don't know what you talking about, baby. That was my bad. You know what I'm saying? Giving him credit and giving him more grace than he really deserved. But it is what it is. But at the same time, simultaneously, ain't finna be a situation where I'm not gonna give myself grace. I give myself grace, and I feel like that's the reason that I can still smile, be cheerful, be calm, and have peace within myself. Because in reality, I cannot help. I'm a human. I'm a person, and I'm not perfect, and that's just what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit around here trying to act like I am. I feel like a lot of people mess up pretending and making a false accusation or a false yeah, and I feel like it be a lot of that. People mixing my kindness with weakness. But I'm not trying to make no false accusation or try to put myself as perfect because I'm not. And a lot of people see me as, a prophetess and they assume that I'm perfect and I'm you know what I'm saying, am better than thou, and because it's a high honor and I'm supposed to be this perfect person and I'm supposed to live a life where I'm not doing no wrong, man. Hold on, yo. I'm not perfect. I'm still a person. And what's ironic, I think it was either today or yesterday, I was watching a message that TD Jakes released years ago where he speaks on that. He said a lot of times people try to just call him pastor, 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 bishop, bishop, bishop. And he said, I'm a man too. Don't try to just put me in a position to where you are holding me to this certain standard when in reality I am still a person. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. And you know what I'm saying? When people try to hold you to that high standard, you can never live up to that. The only person that could live up to that standard is Jesus Christ. And that's it. He is the only one that can live up to the standard of perfection. Nobody else can. And it is kind of stressful when people are trying to hold me to a standard and an accountability that it is impossible for me to be there. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. I'm not like I can't, and I'm not going to try because I know I can't. That's real, and I feel like that's what stimulates a lot of people being nasty and mean to me and trying to make me feel some type of way because they see me online talking about certain things and calling, you know what I'm saying, calling people out on certain things. And then they think, oh, she must think she all that. She think that she perfect. She can't do no wrong. And that's not how I think. I say what God tell me to say. And in reality, God will call me out too. And that's just real. It's been several times where God called me out on my own, you know what I'm saying, my own BS. I'm not perfect at all. I don't try to act like I am or pretend to be. Woo. I try my best not to because I'm not. I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I be slipping too. But you know what I'm saying? I try my best to live my life the way God want me to. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that counts for something. I know it's not everything, but at the same time, it counts for something. I try my best to live as closely to the way God want me to as I possibly can, but I'm not perfect. I feel like that's why some people be looking at me like I'm crazy if they see me out at a bar or if they see me, you know what I'm saying, trying to have fun, going to play pool or doing whatever it is. Like, come on now. I'm a person too. I deserve to have fun. I want to go out and meet people and make friends and have a good time. I'm not I am not the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. So I don't want people to think of me in that way at all. I am nowhere close to him. I can't hold a candle to him and what he had going on. And it's not to say that I don't love him and I don't believe in him, but I 100% I am not him and I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can. It ain't fair for nobody to try to hold, you know what I'm saying, hold me to no high standard that I cannot possibly even, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. Like, I just can't. I can't. I can't stay. I lose my cool way quicker than he did. It's only one point. in time that we know of Jesus losing his cool, and it's when people were trying to sell stuff in the church. Me personally, baby, I lose my cool so fast compared to him, baby. I lose it quickly, baby. I say some things, you'll be like, "Is she a pastor?" What? Baby, I will. I try not to. I try to hold my peace and stay cool, calm, and collected. But golly gosh darn it, if you try me, it be some things that come out of my mouth. Y'all gonna be like, that ain't no woman of God. Baby, I ain't lying. Mm-mm. Okay, look, cucumber plate. Let me give you some water. And I gotta use the restroom. And I gotta get my package from off the front porch to ensure that don't nobody go and try to take it. So, and before I do all that, I'm gonna go ahead and unhook my microphone so that I'm not in the restroom trying to use the restroom and y'all hearing me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to hear that. Nope. Jesus. Okay. I'll be right back, y'all. Get it ready, get it ready, get it ready, ready. Get it ready, get it ready, get it ready, ready. Okay, let me cut the water on, y'all. Girl, don't shoot too bad. I said, I don't know when these things over here gonna be ready. This looks like it's dry. I mean, I think I need to Lucky, I'm finna pick some of these beans because it look like oops, they drying up. Put my speaker back on. Hey, what's up, Navy? Okay, now let's go pick some niggas. They small, but still. Okay. Over here. Taking my people to put out, y'all trying to see what she got doing. Hey, we got some more long beans, y'all. You said you got to grow some long beans next year. Yes. It's what I got from my other beans in the cup right here. I'm going to sit these on my dog. Oh, I got some more in here. They're growing like crazy, y'all. These long beans, when I say they grow like crazy, and they kick out more beans literally every day. I'm coming out here, especially now, like it seems like every day I'm coming out here with a handful, possibly two, of beans to harvest. So I'm definitely, hopefully, and prayerfully gonna have a bunch of red beans and rice, y'all. But I will say you got to be careful because aphids love this plant. Red ants love this plant, and aphids love this plant. And I have to spray it down. I sprayed it down yesterday, and I'm gonna have to spray it down again. It looked like I have some corn to pick too, but I don't know if it's gonna be doing. I don't know if it's hit for nothing or not. Hold on, let me put these away. I'm gonna tie them up when I come back. Let me see if I got some corn. I'm nervous. Hey, little Listen, how you doing, baby? This corn on here. Oh, it look like I got me a little corn. Y'all see my little corn? Let me see what else we got out here. It feels kind of soft. Is it really done? Or did I pull it too fast? Oh, I got a little bit. I pulled it too fast, though. I think I'm gonna leave them alone and let them dry all the way out. It looks like I got a few more stocks on here. Let me take this and fertilize these little stocks in the top. Okay, so we got some beans and 2 stalks of corn, and now we finna go ahead and water everything. Look, y'all still got to see me harvest stuff. Look at God. Okay, I'm gonna do the outside first. I'm trying to stay over here for a while. I know they need a lot of water. I don't know what in the world they're coming over here eating my beans. That's why I decided to go ahead and pick them right now because I know I had more beans than this, and I think I don't know if it's a bird or what, y'all, but I had more beans than what I got going on this plant. And it's like they are just like I don't get like this, but they listen. I'm gonna go ahead and pick them out. Hopefully they do what I want them to. And man, they got my this. And if you're wondering, I think it's 4 different bean plants coming out of this pipe, and also 2 different cucumber plants. But they are growing like crazy. And I originally planted 5 seeds, so 4 out of 5 actually sprouted and did well and started growing. And like I said, they don't. They come back every year. They probably gonna be ready for. They come back every year and they love hot weather. Like as hot as it is in the hundreds and all that, they love weather like this. So these beans are perfect for Houston weather. okay, so my sweet corn is kind of small. But at the same time, I'm happy I was able to grow it. This is my first time ever growing sweet corn. So just the fact that I was able to grow it and it's actually corn on the cob, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. You said it could be rabbits. And if it were birds, they would have peck holes. Ain't no telling it. I don't know if there's any rabbits over here though. I haven't seen any, but you never know. Now I know when I was staying in a trailer park out here, I did see some wild rabbits. So it could be wild rabbits and I just don't catch them during the day and they come out here late at night or something like that. But I never seen none in this area. But I have seen some in Houston. I have a ground cherry plant sitting on the outside of my greenhouse. I don't know if I'm gonna get some ground cherries this year or not. I guess I hope so. It's growing. Excuse me, I be forgetting about it sometimes. I can't sleep. I be forgetting that it's right there. I'm sitting up here like I know I'm not that tall. I just know I'm not that tall. baby, I'm sweating like crazy. Where's my time? Ooh, that was a bit much. Man, it was some flowers. And then once it was hot, oh, I need to put some more water in my little lizard and frog water area that I got out here. Even though it's not in here a little bit. So they could have. Ooh, baby. So hot. Wait. Yeah. Then I'm gonna get some more basil. So that I can make my little medications. All right. Whew, let's get the water off, yeah. All right. Hey, what's up? Okay. You said I need to take a seat and take a break. I feel you. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me see. We're gonna go ahead and try to get my phone charged. I hope my other little mics ain't get lit. Oh, they did. Dang it. I don't know if they still gonna work right. We gonna see. They extra, so I guess it's all good. Regardless if they do or they don't, we just have to buy some more. I don't know. We gonna see. Uh, I might have to switch to another phone. Oh, there she go. And then she don't. She cut on and cut off at the same time. Okay. Whew, baby. Hi. You said wipe it off. Okay. I'm sitting up here sweating, drenched in sweat. I'm happy though. Got me 2 cobs of corn. I don't know how much corn it's gonna be, but I feel like whatever it is gonna be enough for me, so that's cool. Some little beans. I feel like this corn look like it's past due. This corn look like it may be good down at the bottom, but the silkies is not all the way brown, so I feel like I pulled it before it's time, which sucks, yo. But I guess, oh, I'm gonna have to let chill and see what happens with my next ones. Yeah, I am happy that I had me a little hard because I got some peppers over here too, but I'm gonna leave them on. Woo! And eat the ones I have first. I have a pepper in there to eat, a cayenne pepper at least. I got one jalapeno pepper, but I really need to get some more nutrients so I can get me some more jalapeno peppers before some more jalapeno peppers going. I might have another one. It looked like it might be another one. I'm gonna have to go over there and look. I can't tell. That might be a leaf. It's so hard to tell if it's a jalapeno pepper or a leaf because you know what I'm saying, they blend in with the leaves. But I got beans, the Lord. I'm happy about that. When I settle, you send me an email. I'm gonna have to look at my phone. I threw my phone back in my bag. Well, my other phone. I set my phone down back in the bag. Whew. Trying to cool off, man. I'm so hot. Put my mic back on me. got me a shirt on under this. It is hot. That's why I be trying to wait. You said I have 3 phones. Yeah. To be honest, I still have them because, you know what I'm saying, the one that I can sell, I won't sell because that's the phone that is on. The other two, well, I have 2 of them that I could sell. And that one of them I'm not going to sell because it was the first phone that I paid for in cash. The other one I'm not going to sell because I have it on right now. And the other phone that I have that I paid for in cash, the speaker on it is not working, and my third phone I can't sell it because it's locked to Verizon. So I have a reason as to why I have 3 phones. Yep, but I have another shirt on underneath here, so I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling my other shirt up just in case I decide to take this big old my dress off. But I'm cooling off, so I think I'm all right. I don't know. I might be ending my live soon. I'm at 3 hours, and I'm high. I didn't drink 2 beers. I could drink another one though. You said good for me paying for it in cash. Man, it was a blessing. I got a settlement at the car accident I was in years ago. And I went to the Apple store and got my phone cash. But it's old now anyways. Even if I wanted to take that phone and sell it, I ain't really going to get that much for it because it's so dang old. It ain't even no point. I might as well keep it for the memory at this point. You said I'll make you giggle. It's the truth. But it is a memory. It's a good little memory. Trying to fix my hair. See, this is why I did my hair the lazy way and just added a bump curl to it because, baby, it's so hot. Oh, it is too hot out here. I'm happy with my little harvest for today. I had me a good little harvest. I got a bunch of stuff back there. Y'all see it? You have the oldest iPhone XR. Man, I had the first iPhone, but I don't have it no more. I can't think. But I had it when it first came out. I had went from having the what is it called? The BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry a BlackBerry Bold, and I traded it in for the first iPhone. And I loved it. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I can't think. After having it, I did switch back over to I wanted another BlackBerry. I missed the BlackBerry. I still to this day miss the BlackBerry. I love it. I love the little buttons. And you know what I'm saying? I hate that we don't have phones with buttons anymore. But at the same time, due to the fact that I wear my nails so long, it's a good thing that, you know what I'm saying, most phones are touchscreen because it's easier with long nails. But I did love my little BlackBerry. It was a cool little phone. Whew. Ooh, I'm hot as tired now, y'all. Y'all have an iPhone 4 in y'all house? I hope they are. I would like to have another BlackBerry. That will make me so happy. Now I know 9 out of 10 if they make it again, just like they did with, you know what I'm saying, the phone that I have, the Razor, it's probably gonna be a situation where it's gonna be the phone similar, but it's gonna be different. And one thing I don't like about this dang Razor, I didn't drop this so many times that my front screen is completely effed up, like it's done for. And this phone breaks so easily. And it's almost impossible to have a case that is going to keep it going. My first phone was a Nokia with a snake on it too. I had the little remote phone, the one that looked like a little remote nowadays. That was my first phone. I painted it pink with fingernail polish. I think I was in high school. My freshman year in high school, I had that little phone. You said the razor, yeah, back in the day. I wish I would have had that razor when I was in high school. I couldn't get a razor when I was in high school. I had a flip Nokia phone in high school, and I wanted the razor. I really did. I wanted the pink one. But you know what I'm saying? As an adult, I ended up buying the razor, and I am so dissatisfied because I'm mad how easily this phone breaks. Back then, them phones would not break at all. It don't matter what you did with it. They took a licking and kept on ticking. These phones today, they break so easily. It is absolutely scary. I did. Glitter pink nail polish at that. I for sure did. I painted my phone pink. You had your first cell phone at 17. Now I was younger. I think I was about 14 or 15 when I got my first cell phone. And it was prepaid. Back then when we had them prepaid phones where you just had a certain amount of minutes and there was no such thing as having internet on your phone or getting an internet type contract or whatever. Like back then I had a little prepaid phone. Ooh. I just about had prepaid phones until I was about, I think the first time I got a phone that was on contract, my mom ended up taking me off because we went on spring break and my friends from school wouldn't stop calling me and they made the bill go up to like a ridiculous amount. I think we had free calls after 9 p.m. and they just kept on calling and kept on calling and kept on calling to such an extent that like within a week, me too. I remember when there was no internet and I remember having dial-up internet. I remember when we had to use encyclopedias and dictionaries to finish our homework. Then we got to the point to where we had us the box computers with the dial-up internet. And then, you know what I'm saying, we had the house phone with the wire. Y'all know the house phone with the little wire. And you had to have the long wire so you could take it to another room. And I remember begging my mom to let my dad give me a separate line so that I will be able to talk to my friends on the phone because like my mom and her friends will be on the phone all night long, y'all. I rarely would get to use the phone and I like would be so irritated because I had friends to talk to too. And you almost 41? Yeah, you about 7 years older than me. Baby. You said next month I'm celebrating with you. Are you gonna turn 42 next month? What's next month? We in August, September. Hey. But I remember it was a lot. You said bougie. But you gonna have a bougie birthday celebration. Y'all had one landline. We had one landline too. My mama refused to let me have my own phone line. I don't know why, but she did. This one is finally cutting on. Y'all, I've been trying to get this light to cut on for the past few days. It's finally cutting on. I'm so happy. Oh, you 40 and you turning 41? Oh, okay. That's cool. Man, I feel you. That's cool. I hope you have a good birthday. I really do. I didn't have more than one landline. We only had one. Just because my father wanted to get a second landline so that I would have my own landline, but my mom wouldn't let him do it. And a lot of times I would be irritated because I couldn't talk on the phone with my friends. And then by the time when I got to high school, I was able to have my own cell phone and I would be able to talk to people. You was excited for more than one phone that didn't have a cord. I feel you. By the time we had a phone that didn't have a cord, I didn't care anymore because I had a cell phone. But for the longest time, it used to drive me like it used to be so irritating not being able to talk to my friends on the phone, yo. I couldn't stand it. And when I did have a phone that wasn't prepaid, my friends called me so much during spring break that the phone bill was like $300. And I had to go back to prepaid phones. But you know what I'm saying? It was all good. Then by the time I turned, I think 17, 18, I was able to afford to get my own phone and pay for it myself. So, baby, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. Trying to be sociable back then and not being able to actively talk on the phone with my friends and, you know what I'm saying, keep up with what they got going on and etc. You said that's what the difference was. Yeah, because you said you got your first cell phone at 17. I didn't got my first cell phone when I was about 14, 15, but I didn't have yeah. I feel you on the excitement to have a cordless phone, but we didn't. I don't think we had one. But I may be tripping. But from my memory, I don't think we had one. And it didn't. By the time we had one, it wasn't really that. I didn't worry about it anymore because I had a cell phone by then, so I wasn't really worried about talking on the house phone as much because I had my cell phone. But at the same time, sometimes I was still talking on the house phone just to say, yeah, my childhood sweetheart that passed away years ago, y'all, he would be calling me and trying to talk to me. And my mama would be like, my daughter cannot talk to little boys and hang up in his face. And his sister would call back so we can talk on the phone. And we have to be listening, making sure my mama wasn't trying to pick up the phone and hear what we was talking about and hear his voice. Baby, it was a struggle. It was a struggle. My kids nowadays, they don't know nothing about that. What's up, little cat? How you doing? What's going on? You wasn't expecting to see me back here, huh? Anywho, the cat looked at me like, what are you doing over there? But it was a struggle. Kids nowadays, they don't even have to worry about that. For the most part, they probably, you know what I'm saying? It's all different vibes. Baby, but I remember that. That's the kind of love story we had. Then when we got ready to get off the phone, no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. You hang up first. It was times where we fell asleep on the phone with each other and wake up with the phone and still on the phone with each other. I remember his mama was talking to me about how I would call their house at 6 o'clock in the morning. May I please speak to teacher? Baby, early in the morning, she go in his room and wake him up. much trouble you would have got into. I did, baby. That's that young love. I don't know what you call that, what you would consider that at this point, but baby, we was something else. Yeah, it was a cute relationship, and it's still kind of sad that he passed away at a young age because ain't no telling what our friendship would have turned into at this point. But you never know at this point. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You said, yo, tell me about the good old days. I feel you. From we met when we were 12 and we carried on like that up until we were 18, 19 years old. Constantly, you know what I'm saying? Calling every single day. We would spend hours on the phone with each other all day long talking about any and everything every single day. And I know a lot of people have no idea like is that the concept, you know what I'm saying? But that's how we were back then. For years we would literally talk on the phone about everything. He would talk on the phone with me in front of his friends. He would talk on the phone with me in front of his family. Nowadays a lot of men they won't even do that. They be embarrassed to sit on the phone and cupcake in front of their friends. He did not care. He was his friends knew exactly who I was and everything. Your mama would call your phone over and over again if she couldn't contact you. No, I don't think I ever had that problem. For the most part, I would just let her know what was going on. I remember one time one of my friends had got into a fight while we was at school, and I let her know that I was gonna be coming home late because my friend got into a fight and I was trying to calm her down. She always knew what I had going on. You say you hated about people going from not knowing to where you went to having cell phones. Yeah, because they could call you and be like, where are you? What you got going on? Ah, that is so funny. Baby, the struggle. Ooh, I'm probably finna take my butt in the house. I'm tired. What time is it? Yeah, it's 8:30. I'm finna go ahead and dip, y'all. I'm sleeping. My eyes itching and burning from I'm trying to stay awake and socialize. But I'm so tired, I don't know what to do with myself. Let me move this. I feel like this is gonna fall over soon right here. It might be all right. Let's see what this other way. Now, she would call you over and over again if you didn't have the cell phone. And you say you love her for it, but her mama didn't do that to her. Ain't that how it is? Typically, the parents that had freedom and peace be stressing their kids out. Baby, be stressing their kids out. I feel like as a parent now I kind of understand because you know what that freedom and peace come with. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be frustrating because if you raise your child right, you should understand that your child ain't doing nothing wrong. But simultaneously, I know I wasn't perfect, but still, I wasn't doing nothing that dang bad. for the most part. Woo. All right, y'all. I'm finna head in the house. I'm so tired. I don't know what to do with myself. My plants seem like they going I Got me a good little harvest today. I'm hype about that. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me for my live stream. I really do appreciate it, and I love you guys to bits and pieces. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces.